the next piece of content, which will be Marvel's Secret Invasion, coming out in spring of 2023 after Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So,
and Don Cheadle, Rhodey returns in this.
Yep. So, I mean, okay, so he's returning in this clearly because Armor Wars is nowhere here, and they did say they're still working on it, just taking longer. So they're going to keep him in a couple projects before he's in that, right? That's kind of the thing here, you know?
Yeah. They're going to re-announce Armor Wars at D23, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Probably if it's not in Phase 6, I'm going to be shocked.
I'm guessing he's going to be in Secret Invasion, obviously. He'll join Ironheart, and then they're going to say, hey, in fall of 2024 or 2025, because they got plenty of spots open, they got room for Armor Wars. So it doesn't have to be rushed out. They can take their time. But Secret Invasion is really interesting because, boy, this show, there's very little known about it. They did bring out, Colby Smolder. She's in the series. She hyped it up. I mean, I'm excited for it, but I don't know about you guys. Here's the thing. Out of everything that's announced, to me, Secret Invasion feels like it got the Ultron treatment, where you dump everything that everybody's more excited for, and Secret Invasion just kind of there like, remember me? I'm the other thing you were...
Yeah, a little bit.
It's kind of just sitting there. Like, at one point we were all like, bro, Skrull, Secret Invasion. And now that it's been, oh, well, there's mutants now, and look at all these other things you announced. It's kind of like, yeah.
There's still Skrulls in it, and apparently you'll get to see Samuel L. Jackson dress up in Nick Fury's original costume and eye patch.
Cool. Okay, I'll take it.
But the interesting I find about this show is they're now talking about how you don't know who's going to be a Skrull.
Yeah.
Whereas they didn't when they announced it. They kind of implied that it was going to to be different.
Because from what they said, it was going to be a thriller. So it's going to be very suspenseful to be with Fury and his allies trying to figure out who's an ally and who isn't. So it's interesting.
Very. There's a lot of...
They're also having to reshoot a bit because there was Russian and Ukrainian scenes. So
Yep. All that. I mean, I'm still excited for it, but I think I'd be more excited if we had a trailer or something, right? Or even a sizzle, but we don't got much.
Well,
if they actually showed us something that, hey, here's... Because that's what a lot of this panel was, right? It's like, hey, here's everything you already know. We're just going to talk a tiny bit more about it.
Actually,
here's a cast.
There they did show a scene, and it was with Rhodey and some other characters, but...
Did they?
That's what it said.
Yeah, there was just a little...
It was like there's exclusive footage, and someone, like I'm reading it right now, there is a description of what the footage was. It was Rhodey makes several scenes out of armor.
Yeah, it was just very rudimentary. It didn't give you an idea. The sense of it is it doesn't give you an idea. Exactly. Yeah. You don't have a sense of what the actual thing is. So it's like, again, I guess we'll find out soon. They're taking their time. Obviously, it's coming in spring, so we're going to see things hit by the end of the year, I would assume, because if their typical cycle continues, it's going to be right around in the fall. So, yeah.
Well, it's TV shows, right? So it's going to be later than that.
True. Yeah.
Start seeing stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Or you might get one thing and then they'll wait until a month out again.
I mean, yeah. It's going to be interesting. I hope they don't take it that route, but again, you don't know because they might. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. Either way, though, whatever happens, we'll talk about it soon. Okay, let's talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. They brought out the High Evolutionary. They got a new logo. It's the third logo redesign for this film. Hopefully this one sticks.
They always do this.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
We'll be getting, was it Rocket's origin story in this one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, little baby Rocket. He's cute. Yeah.
Yep.
He's adorable.
Yeah, and I don't know about the beginning, or the beginning of the plot is that Quill is still trying to win over this version of Gamora, who's the new leader of the Ravengers.
Okay. I mean, that seems like a natural course of action and like role to fit her in, so that's cool.
So he's obviously going to try and go after her because he's got a lot to process right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And, during this, James Gunn said that this is the end of this era of Guardians and
of this team of the Guardians.
Well, it said era. It said this era, so it's this team's era.
Oh, I listened to it. He said team.
Okay, so they're gonna kill off a couple members. That makes sense.
Oh no,
he did say that. Just because it's the end doesn't mean everyone does.
Yeah, he said just because it's the end doesn't mean everyone's gonna die or some people are gonna die.
Yeah, they're gonna kill people off. Let's be honest. Like Drax ain't making it out of this movie.
Yeah, and
no.
People should be happy that they will be appearing in more comic accurate suits this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they. I seen Drax in their little DNA uniform, just like, oh, look at him. He's all big and blue and.
Yep. And we also forget one of the best characters that's going to be appearing, Cosmo the Space Dog.
Yes.
Yeah, played by, and I can't think what her name is. I want to say like Maria Baklova or something like that.
Yeah, that's her.
Was it her? Yeah, which I had her down as like Phyla-Vell or Moondragon, and James Gunn just went, she's a dog. It's like, okay. Yeah, Cosmo is not a boy.
I think everyone's thought. The whole Guardians thing sticks out to me because it's like, again, they are ending this iteration of the Guardians. We all know this. James Gunn has said it multiple times. He's like, look, this is the end of this. We're going to, whatever happens next, I don't know. So fine, look, he's had a good run. He can wrap up this story with these characters and arcs. They're going to keep doing the Guardians because just like the Avengers, they keep evolving. That's like a thing you can keep doing. So I'm cool with it. Like, I mean,
there's so many characters that have been on that team that they haven't actually, even hinted at. Like a Phyla-Vell and like maybe Moondragon doesn't quite work in the context of the MCU. I don't know. You could probably find a way to do it. But we haven't even got Nova yet. There's Adam Warlock's only just coming in this one.
Yeah, and so that Adam was in the footage, and he looks just like the Sovereign Race in Volume 2, except he does have the Soul Jewel. It's not the Soul Stone; it's the jewel on him.
So he has a forehead stone. We don't know.
It's just going to be a stone. It's like decorative.
It's like how Vision had the solar gem in the comics, and then they made it the Soul Stone. Like they're just gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll play about with that just to have it there.
Yeah, you could cheese it in there. It doesn't matter. So that's cool.
And that one is ready or should be ready on May 5th of 2023. So
it's only 5 years late.
Well, we're supposed to be getting a holiday special soon. So
yeah, here we are. No mention of that.
Or Werewolf by Night.
That in the slightest.
That's for D23, clearly. Clearly.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look, we're going to talk about it in the future, but there's quite a few spots left that are empty, and those are going to be filled up. Trust the Marvel Studios process. So, I guess that's a few thoughts on Guardians. Unfortunately, I do have to do this. We do have to toss in a couple of the things that we maybe don't want to talk about because one reason or another, but let's just get out of the way here. Marvel's What If Season 2. It's happening.
Funnily enough, What If is not on their Phase 4 lineup.
Yeah. So...
It's complicated because
they shouldn't be because they announced it as part of Phase 4. It was on there in 2019, but now it's been replaced with No Way Home, apparently.
Yeah.
Well,
because along with Season 2, they are in development for Season 3 as well.
Yeah.
Which
okay. And they showed off an actual complete episode. It was What If was it Captain Carter fought was it the Hydra Smasher?
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't the Gamora episode.
Nope, it was a completely different episode.
Me. That's surprising.
But it was complete. So
yeah.
I can't lie. I kind of hope they just scrapped that Gamora episode.
I was actually just thinking that. I kind of hope they're just like, who cares about it? It's too late at this point.
Yeah. The time for it's been and gone. Like you could have just delayed What If by a month or however long it was going to take.
Yeah.
Well, they did delay season 2, so
I mean,
Yeah, it's true. It wasn't supposed to come out this year.
yeah, it was supposed to come out this
Yeah.
year, but they delayed it to next year.
I mean, it's coming out in January. It's cool. It's getting a 3rd season. It's enough content that they're like, look, it's a filler show. And here's the thing. At this point, with how much we're going to be getting, What If is going to end up overlapping with other things. So it's not going to be as like, oh, it's like, oh, I wake up, I watch a Star Wars or another MCU show. Oh, and What If dropped along as a supplemental. Cool, I'll watch What If. So it's like, I'm okay with it. Like, it's not the best thing. It's not the worst thing. It's what if it exists. Like, it's... Yeah.
But what if it didn't?
Oh, the ultimate question of what if. What if it didn't?
Let's see. We're gonna talk about one of the other animation things that they announced the day before.
So we're going to talk about all that. I sprinkled them through in different locations. So when we get to it, we'll get to it.
Because there's one where people were throwing a fit because they're confused.
So we have a big conversation.
We'll talk about that. We definitely will. So now that we're off of what, I tossed this one in here just to recover from What If depressing us. So we're going to talk about Daredevil confirmed for She-Hulk with the yellow suit.
Man, it was a surprise on that.
Yeah.
I've been saying on here for years he's going to be in She-Hulk. No one listens.
I know. I didn't think they'd actually do it. And then once I saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh, they're actually doing it." And I was like, "Oh, it's his actual debut suit that they're going with this time." That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
No, he's only going to be in for one episode. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah. Well, according to Nick, he's going to be in it for like 3 episodes because he's that integral.
Yeah, but Nick's deluded himself.
Well, due to recent things we learned, if you're in something MCU and you don't pass 15 minutes, they only pay you for a cameo. So he'll be in it for 14 minutes and 55 seconds. So he'll be a cameo technically in the episode, and he'll get paid chump change. So
to be fair, does that scale with how long the episodes are? Or how long a thing is? Because She-Hulk's only half an hour long. Yeah. So if he's in for literally 50% of it, is that a cameo or a role? What's the scale on this thing? How does it work?
Like, from that scene, I think he's probably gonna be in like probably a court scene and help She-Hulk fight one time.
Yeah. There's no way they don't do a hey, here's lawyer Matt with lawyer She-Hulk, and then hey, here's She-Hulk and like Daredevil.
And they're clearly fighting the frog dude, right? Like
I pray to God they are.
That needs to happen.
Actually, it's either going to be Frogman or the Wrecking Crew, because the Wrecking Crew's in She-Hulk.
True.
Like they literally showed you the Wrecking Crew.
I put it at the Wrecking Crew because Frogman seemed like he was gonna be her unwanted sidekick because he's technically a hero.
True,
I just hope Frogman's the big bad of the season.
Like, what a twist! Does a heel turn?
He's just constantly reoccurring. He's so just goofy and dumb. Or they put a syndrome with Frogman. He starts off like trying to be the sidekick at the start, and then she just pushes him away, and then he becomes the big bad at the end.
Yeah. It could work it in there. Honestly, you could work that in there. So. Look, it's looking good. She-Hulk, it's around the corner, so we're not going to spend too much time talking about it right now.
We're like 3 weeks away from it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it